Okay, so today I'm gonna make a really easy no-knead bread, and it's super fast. You'll have fresh bread in about 4 hours from start to finish. And doesn't it look beautiful? And it tastes great too. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make some bread. This is called turbo bread. We're gonna make bread in the next few hours, we'll have some delicious bread. I'm going to take one of these packs of yeast, and I'm gonna use 1 1/4 teaspoons. I think these are usually 2 1/4 teaspoons in this pack. So if you wanna just try to get 2 out of it, do half of it. I'm gonna sprinkle it on the water. This is 14 ounces of water that's warm. You can use hot tap water, or if you wanna warm up the bowl as well, you could put the 14 ounces of water in the bowl and then put the whole thing in the microwave for about a minute and warm it up. Depends on how hot your microwave is. So that's what I did, so that the bowl is gonna be a little warm as well. So now I'm also gonna do 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna get my spoon, 1 second. Actually, I'm just gonna use my chopstick. Okay, I'm gonna stir that up. Now I'm gonna do 3 1/2, I think it's 3 1/2, let me check my notes. 3 1/2 cups of flour. Do 1. 2. 3 1/2. Okay. Now, you can use a chopstick or a spoon, but believe it or not, the slim chopstick or the end of the spoon sometimes can work better in the beginning to get it to combine. So I'm gonna stir this up into what they call a shaggy bowl. A shaggy bowl. Shaggy ball. You see how it's coming together? They call this shaggy. Yeah. Next step, I'm gonna just take the spatula, make sure it's all combined. Isn't that easy? So we started with 14 ounces of warm water. 1 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 3 1/2 cups of flour. Whatever flour you have at home will work, all-purpose flour. Bread flour is the best, but we're gonna work with what we have. Now I'm gonna cover it with plastic. And here's the trick. Hopefully you have an oven with a pilot light. I'm gonna put this in my oven with the pilot light on for 90 minutes, and we're gonna hope this doubles in size. You wanna get it to be about 80-ish degrees. So if you have a window that has direct sunlight, that would also work, but you have to cover it with plastic. So 90 minutes. We're gonna let this double in size in the oven with the pilot light on. Okay, see you in 90 minutes. Okay, close the door. And I just put 90 minutes on. Okay guys, here we are. We're back. It's been 90 minutes. Actually, it's been more than 90 minutes. It doubled in size. But actually, what happened was, it's been more like 3 hours, to be honest. Look at the first one. The first one actually wasn't rising. I don't know if I went the full 90 minutes before I noticed. This is like a brick. The yeast that I had used was a little old, I guess, and it didn't really have any life in it. So I'm probably just gonna throw this one away. I don't know, I haven't decided. So I decided to start another one. I just wanted to just show, I just bought this at Costco. It's a lot of yeast. This is not what I used here. I actually have, I had some more small packets. I started a new one and it worked good. But this is the one I just bought. When I open this, it's vacuum sealed. I'm gonna open this and put it in a container and keep it in the refrigerator. It should last up to a year. Okay, so we're gonna bake this in the pan. We're gonna use these pans. But first, we're gonna put some sesame seeds on this bread. Let's get something. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna degas it and just start to move it around the bowl a little bit. It's sticky. Can you see that? It's a sticky dough. Pulling it away from the sides. Okay. So I'm going to do something pretty simple. This bread is just all about being simple. Simple, delicious. I mean, the easier it is for you to make it, the more frequently you'll make it. I have some sesame seeds. Let's see. I'm going to sprinkle them around the sides, about a tablespoon and a half. Okay, and then I'm just gonna continue to roll this dough around, and these sesame seeds will end up coating the sides of the bread. Just gonna roll it around. If I need to add more, I'll add more. Okay. Gonna add some more. Okay, and then I am gonna spray this with my olive oil spray. These copper pans are actually really great and don't really stick much anyway, but it's good to spray them. Okay, and then I'm gonna pour this into this pan. And I can leave it just like this. I don't have to do any further shaping. If I want to, I could add a few more sesame seeds on top. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do is unique, but this is gonna give you a nice crust. I am gonna put the other one on top of it and close them up with these paper clip things. I think, let's see, I might need bigger ones. Anyway, I'm gonna find bigger ones. And I'm gonna close this up. It's gonna create like a Dutch oven, and the steam, when I bake it, it's gonna really keep the steam in and get a nice, a really crispy crust. And also, when this rises, it will give it somewhere to keep its shape. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let this rise now for 1 hour. But if you don't have this set up, I wanna just say, you can use any Dutch oven or oven-proof pot that has a lid. What I do when I use my Dutch oven is I put a piece of parchment paper down on the bottom. It just makes it easier for me to lift it out later. But yeah, you can use something like this. Okay. Okay guys, I just took it out of the oven. Beautiful loaf, but you know what? I'm gonna put it back in and get it a little bit darker on the outside. Maybe another 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so I gave about another 7 minutes on this, and isn't it beautiful? Look at the color on it. I'm gonna let it cool a little, and then I'll take it out, and then ultimately let it cool for about a half an hour before I slice into it. So I also made today some split pea soup, and I made it in my pressure cooker. Let's see, there it is. Yeah, so this was a pack of split peas. I think it's a pound. They sell it as a pound. An onion, a carrot, 2 small potatoes, enough water to cover it with like 2 inches 2 inches above the level of the peas, some salt and pepper, and I think that's it. And cooked it for about 20 minutes, and it's really creamy, really delicious, and it'll be really great dinner with some homemade bread. This is quarantine cooking, guys. Okay guys, so this is the finished bread. It looks really, really good. It's beautiful. Golden brown with sesame seeds. And it was, from start to finish, took about 4 hours.